Hi, I'm James Scott with Board on the Bayou. In this review, I'm doing Age of War by Fantasy Flight Games, designed by Rainer Knizia, published in 2014, 2 to 6 players, 15 to 30 minutes, ages 14 and up. It's a little dice and card game put out by Fantasy Flight Games. We'll go down to the table and I'll show you what comes in the game, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Alright, Age of War by Fantasy Flight. Game is pretty simple setup. The only thing that comes with the game is 7 dice, a little roll pamphlet, and these cards. What you're going to be doing in the game is rolling the 7 dice and then attacking. These are called castles. And if you notice, they're colored for each of the different clans. They got also the symbol down at the bottom. And what you're going to be trying to do is you're going to be trying to attack the castles to get the points. Once all the castles are gone, game ends. And you score the points up. By attacking, what you can do is, after you roll the dice, you try to fill one row. You can only fill one row per roll. So in this case, I had 2 cavalry, and I'll go ahead and I'll put them on this one. Now, let's, on the example, let's go ahead and we'll do this one. 1 and 1. Now, I also need 3 swords for the bottom, but those are kind of easy to get. And I'll move this aside just so it's easier to see. Now what I'll do is I'll roll again. Now I try to fill a row up. If I can fill another row up, then I'm good. And then I roll again. Now, I can't fill a row up because I don't have 3 swords. And you ignore this for now. So what you do is you place 1 dice aside and you re-roll the remaining. Now I got the 3 swords. I win this card. And that's the basics of it is you roll, fill a row up if you can. If you can't fill a row up, let's say we had these here and I was trying for that one. If you can't fill a row up, you lose a dice and re-roll. And you just keep going. Wow. I couldn't have done that if I was actually playing the game. But it's roll, place. Once you start attacking one castle, you can only attack that castle for that turn. Now, what you'll notice, like I said, these are all in clans. What you're trying to do is you're trying to get the most points. Obviously, they're a little bit harder to get. Now, if a player has this in front of them, this symbol here, you can actually attack another player's castle. So if I have my castle over here, and so he wants to go, there's the 3 for that. The only difference is, we'll lose 1. He also has to do everything on the card, and he also has to do this red, the Bayou. That's where that one comes into effect, is to steal it from another player. The reason why you'd want to steal from another player is not just for that point, is also to complete sets. Because if you get all the castles for one clan, such as these, you'll flip them over, and as you can see, they become a set value. Also, too, once you have this whole set, it can no longer be attacked. So you have control of that whole clan. And you see it's 2, 3, 1, so 6 points, but if you had the whole set, it'd be worth 8. That's where it comes a little thing of, do you want to fight for the ones one out here, or do you want to go for it? And obviously this one's easy. It's a 1 set, so it's whoever gets this one first. These are a little bit harder, and these aren't too bad to get individually, just trying to get the whole set. But you get a nice little bonus one on this one, if you can get all 4. The cardstock is real nice, a linen finish. Pretty tough little cards. The dice are embedded. They have 1, 2, 3 swords, an archer and cavalry in the daimyo, and they're all identical. So, all right, and that's the basics of Age of War. Nice little simple dice and card game. You could stick it in your pocket. It's probably one of the really nice things I like about this game. Probably give it about a 7, 7.5. It's not very complicated. After you play it a few times, it does get kind of repetitive, but it is, like I said, if you like King of Tokyo style games with that rolling the dice, or zombie dice, or anything to press your luck, trying to do it. It has a nice little twist that you can actually attack your opponent's cards to try to get them, so that you can complete a set. So that once that starts happening, it can make the game a little bit longer. A lot of times we can play it in 10-15 minutes, but once people start competing against cards, then it can get 30-45 minutes. But which can be a good thing. You can very much, the players can make it as long as they want, depending on how fast they want to end it. Just by getting the cards off the table, you end the game. The card quality is great. Dice quality is fantastic. It's pretty much everything you expect out of a Fantasy Flight game. The rules, not a whole lot to them. It's just a fold-out sheet. Any people that play these type of dice pocket games, is pretty much about what you expect. Other than that, definitely recommend, if you're a little traveling game, something you play in the hotel or at lunchtime with the family and that. So this is James Scott with Boar in the Bayou. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.